From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Friday, January 30th, 2015. Silver is trading at $16.95 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,262 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $234. Antiwar.com reports one day after unveiling plans for a record military budget that once again totally ignored sequestration and other spending caps, President Obama is now calling for Congress to do away with sequestration altogether. Obama is planning to unveil a new budget on Monday, and it is expected to include massive spending increases across the board, insisting the spending is necessary to help American families succeed. The reality, of course, is that the President and Congress have been basically ignoring sequestration since the idea was initially proposed, and the only time it comes up is when the Pentagon, which is constantly being exempted from it, continues to hype it in their quest for new record budgets. In the end, officials seem to have gotten the best of both worlds out of sequestration, ignoring the mandated cuts while it is in place and then looking for even bigger spending hikes afterwards to make up for cuts that never happened. Coinbase is a simple and secure online Bitcoin wallet for sending, receiving, and storing Bitcoin. Coinbase also allows you to buy and sell Bitcoin using a bank account or use their tools to accept Bitcoin as a merchant. Opening a wallet is quick and easy, and for merchants, there are no transaction fees on the first $1 million worth of transactions. Get started at coinbase.fppradio.com. Wired reports a former federal agent has shown in a courtroom that he traced hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin from the Silk Road Anonymous marketplace directly to the personal computer of Ross Ulbricht. In Ulbricht's trial on Thursday, former FBI agent Ilham Yum described how he traced 3,760 Bitcoin transactions over 12 months, ending in late August 2013, from servers seized in the Silk Road investigation to Ross Ulbricht's Samsung 700Z laptop, which the FBI seized at the time of his arrest in October of that year. In all, he followed more than 700,000 Bitcoin along the blockchain from the marketplace to what seemed to be Ulbricht's personal wallet. Based on the exchange rates at the time of each transaction, Yum calculated that the transferred coins were worth a total of $13.4 million. Prosecutor Timothy Howard asked Yum, "You mean direct one-to-one transfers?" Yum responded, "Yes, direct one-to-one transfers." Yum's testimony represents another damning line of evidence connecting Ulbricht to the Silk Road, on top of a journal detailing the Silk Road's creation found on his laptop, and testimony from a college friend who said that Ulbricht confessed to creating the site. Ulbricht's defense has argued that despite initially founding the Silk Road, the 30-year-old Texan quickly gave it up to the site's real owners, who later lured him back just before his arrest to serve as the perfect fall guy. For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and permanently removed the minimum purchase order for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 850-478-5270 or online at rrbi.co. UPI reports the U.S. Senate approved the controversial Keystone XL pipeline by a vote of 62 to 36 on Thursday, defying a promise by President Obama to veto the bill. 9 Democrats voted in favor of the Keystone XL pipeline, but the bill still does not have enough support to override a presidential veto. The House passed a similar bill recently, but its members must decide whether to merge the two bills or vote on the Senate measure. Senator Mike Enzi from Wyoming said in a statement that the Senate bill includes an amendment aimed at protecting private property, saying, "With the change in Senate leadership, the Keystone bill was considered in an open process, with senators from both parties being allowed by the new leadership to offer amendments. We were able to vote on more amendments on this single bill than we voted on in all of 2014. Keystone, first proposed by TransCanada 6 years ago, would carry Canadian crude oil to terminals in Houston and Port Arthur, Texas, and somewhere in southern Illinois. Most of the system has been completed, but the Keystone XL between Alberta and Still City, Nebraska is still in the planning stages. Environmentalists have been fighting the pipeline." This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.